killed. It was 70-25 at halftime, I believe. Uh, Miami gonna blow it up.
Donovan
And
Mitchell so tough.
yeah, and I think people finally gonna see. I mean, I think Marty is one of the Donovan Mitchell doubters,
I am.
but but he's gonna show y'all that he ain't nothing to play with this year. And
Has there been a big surprise to you so far in the first round?
biggest surprise first round, it has to be that the Lakers are down 3-1.
Mm.
I
Damn.
thought they would be at least 2-2,
Mm-hmm.
but and I was thinking about this at work. I was like, bro, watching him, it's just, you got Jokic, you got Jokic, Embiid, Luka, Giannis. They say them like the best players in the league, but
Future.
yeah, they the future and they the best players in the league. But I'm like, bro, pound for pound, Anthony Edwards right there with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't on a given night, I've seen him just be the best player in the world just watching him, and I don't know what it is. Don't go too deep into basketball deep observations and stuff, but his movement. If you watch him with the ball, like how he moves, is just different. Like you can see it, like his strides while he dribbling to get by people is something just different. Like you don't get by people that easy that much. But it's I don't know. He moved like he skinned when he dribbling, and it just when you watch, bro, you gotta pay to. If you, he's somebody you'll pay to watch.
Yeah.
Just how he moved with the ball, it just looks so fluent. Like I don't. Kind of like, I guess when I watch him, I get a lot of like, that's kind of how Vince Carter could kind of like move like that. Like Vince Carter,
I always heard Jordan.
he has a Jordan.
Especially like after last season, what he did in the postseason.
He got a Jordan type to his game, but he's more like I said, it's another smoothness to it that's just different. Jordan was kind of a little bit more stiff and together. Jordan kind of looked closer to Kawhi than they do Ant. But Ant kind of looked more like, I would say Carter, even some Kobe, because of just how the movements. But bro, just watching him one-on-one, like you can't guard him one-on-one, son. He gonna beat you off the dribble just because how he can get by people. And that's why I think the Lakers, they got no answer for him because Austin Reeves can't do it and he won't be able to do nothing.
They are.
And yeah, it ain't no fault of his. He's just going up against the best shooting guard in the league. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
And Bron is 40, so he can't put the team on his back like how he used. If this was Bron about 3 years ago, they probably would be up in this series. But it's just he can't do it consistently because
what is Luka doing then?
he was sick last game. No, he was sick the game before. Or was it last game or the game before? One of the games he was sick, so he was
Game 3.
hot garbage in game 3.
Gas eating Debbie cakes.
Game 4, he was back to himself. But in the fourth quarter, I blame JJ. Team ain't run the offense. It was pick and roll, pick and pop, and you go one-on-one the whole fourth quarter. The Lakers lost the lead because they ain't run no offense. They could have easily won that should have won that basketball game.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my biggest surprise that the Lakers can get put out tomorrow on.
That's crazy. Well, that's what it.
It could definitely happen. It could definitely happen, and I absolutely hate that this is going on because, we expected a little bit more, especially with Bron and company and how this whole season has really played out, especially with the second half of the season with the Lakers trading for Luka. We expected a little bit more, but I think somewhere in the regular season, Anthony said that he wanted to see the Lakers, and
He knew nobody could guard him, bro.
yeah.
If I'm him too, I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
You want to see your idols. You know what I'm saying? Last year he put KD out. I would hate to see him put Bron out. Like he's climbing that ladder. He's
Did
really.
he put out a post or something that said like, yo, like to Bronny saying like, yo, I'm about to send your dad to you soon?
I
Something like
wouldn't
that.
be surprised. Anthony's a wild man.
Damn.
He probably said something way wilder than that.
You know what I mean? So,
I like Anthony Edwards, man. I like him because for one, he's not only cocky and confident, but he has a skill set that you can actually see in real time that is just amazing.
I like niggas that can hoop. Like just niggas that can hoop.
Yeah.
And they in the league doing some nigga shit and hooping. Yeah, I love that.
Like you say, man, his skill set is. Like,
His
he got a
skill
real
set is wild.
skill set when you watch him, though. That's what make him different. Like, no disrespect to like I was talking about Jalen Green earlier. I watched him. I'm like, he got to get in the gym.
Yeah.
He got a problem switching directions. I'm like, he too fast and athletic to be having that type of issue.
Yeah.
Because him and Ant the same age, but you can just tell Ant skill wise just on a whole nother level.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if you ever just look at Anthony Edwards from just say a pick and pop, from him moving around the ball to him having the ball moving, adjusting his speed. You can see the intention of the first step. You see when he blow by you. That first step is amazing.
It don't make no sense.
It don't make no sense to be that goddamn fast,
somebody
bro.
6'4", 6'5" to have a step to have that step like that. Like when just look at my bro, it's like his legs stretch, like his legs just can stretch farther than people, like Jordan arm in Space Jam. He just stretched that leg out and he by you, son.
He by you.
And he can jump off one leg. He can jump off two legs. Shit, he probably can jump off no legs. He be doing some of the most athletic moves when I be watching. I be in awe, bro. I'm like, bro, there ain't nobody, no one-on-one you can't guard him, because now he can shoot it like crazy.
Yes.
So
I was
he
about to
can
mention
shoot.
that.
His shot is amazing. So you can't guard the young man, bro.
Yeah, I think from 2 years ago, from me seeing Ant to this year seeing Ant, his shooting has improved tremendously. I think it's went up almost 16% for the last 2 years. I think he's at 39% right now, maybe almost
40. He shot
40%.
40% from three, son.
Like
He made the most threes in the league. This is the person that dunked on everybody. He made the most threes in the league, dog. More than Steph, more than anybody, bro. Bro, and he the real deal. So.
Yeah, the man. And I think somebody said that one time that he doesn't have and I hate how people put this shit. Either the Jordan mentality or the Kobe mentality, just the straight go at you type of mentality. I understand that. My thing is he has a warrior's mentality, an attacker's mentality. He has the understanding he can get to it at any time. He can do what he wants to at any time. He can take over at any time if he wants to. That's what I see. That's what I see Anthony Edwards, man. The man is amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely. I love to see the growth that some of these stars are taking in their games. Even like Paulo, even for the Magic, like his game has grown from last year's postseason to this year's postseason. His game is totally different. Anthony's taking a step forward. Luka has, Luka is Luka. Like there's a meme and a series of memes going around about Luka. Excuse me, that says, "Thank God Luka found processed American food, because this motherfucker was a problem." Because he was showing them what Luka was
when he first came in and was dunking and all that stuff, I forgot about that Luka.
Exactly. So you know what I'm saying. But Luka is Luka. He's shown who he is. And then there's other people in the league like Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm.
They've continued to show who they are. Even right here in this series that we're watching with Detroit and New York, Kate Cunningham, he's taking his game to the next level.
Yeah.
From last year to this year. I think last year he broke his leg, but now this year he's taken that year off and actually shown how much better he's gotten. You know what I'm saying? So
the healing process that went through, he got better, got stronger.
He's gotten stronger. He's worked on his game. You can tell the dudes that really love ball.
You can see it, bro. And it ain't hard to see. I'm like, he done took a jump like this in 1 year. I know he already had the talent, but some of y'all don't be in that. Y'all don't be in that gym and y'all be watching that film like y'all need to be watching, bro.
And you get
y'all just played. Y'all are dedicated.
You get passed up and you wonder why you don't get the max contracts like you'd be expecting you want. But fellas, we're gonna go ahead and pivot off the NBA. Well, something crazy may happen because OG just hit an insane three. Just bringing us back to a 1-point game with literally under 6 seconds to go. But fellas, the NFL draft did happen.
Boo! Oh boy!
Fellas,
I don't want to talk about it.
The NFL draft did happen. We were here in the building for round 1. Tevin was not happy with the offensive tackle that the Saints took. But first, we'll just go ahead and get into the each team's draft here in the building. I think we kind of know how the Saints fans feel, and evidently my text messages weren't either going through Friday night or you know what I'm saying?
If you said something, I really didn't get it.
My text messages weren't going through. I don't know. I guess I was just in a bad area in Monroe. My signal, I was just having bad signal, but.
I got the message. I did.
I didn't get. If you saw them, I don't think I got that many.
The one about Tyler?
Tyler who?
He didn't get it.
All right. So I think we know how Saints fans feel about their draft. But TJ, tell us how you feel about the Colts. How does the Colts feel about their draft?
Oh man, we were really happy on day one. We were really happy on day one because we needed a tight end. We got one of the best tight ends, if not the best tight end in the draft, in Tyler Warren. So we were good. We were good. After that, it was kind of like, all right, back to reality. Let's see. They got us happy for a day. Let's see what happens like with this season and everything. We know what we got coming up. We know we got AR and Daniel Jones and now Riley Leonard competing for a starting position. They all do the same thing as far as like play action and hand the ball off and throwing it and being a little inconsistent and all that shit there. Defensively, I think that we got a lot better. We did bring somebody who's a safety from Wisconsin. We're going to transfer him into a linebacker, which I'm happy about that because we did not draft a linebacker, although we needed one. Corner, we got another corner. We got another running back from Kansas State who I like. And hey, man, shit, at this point, I ain't got shit to say outside of like, let's just go. See what happens. I was happy with Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's going to be a Colt for life. I don't know if he knows that, but you are. It's over with. Once we loved you from the beginning, you are here. Quentin Nelson, Darius Leonard would have been one, but he got hurt or whatever. But like, yeah, the rest of y'all, no, you're a Colt for life, buddy. Hope you enjoy it.
That's right. Well, Tevin, how do you feel about the Saints draft? And then Boog will rotate over to you, see how you feel about
You are messy. You are messy. You know you could have got yours. Well, nah, we're going to get to you. We're going to get to you.
We're going to get to you.
Yeah, all right, never mind. Go ahead. You messy, though.
Tevin, how you feel about the Saints draft? Marcus is laughing at you in the comments. Well, on the original.
Nah, Marcus been on some bullshit.
On the original live. But Marcus has been loving y'all's draft, by the way.
So from what I saw one person, one website gave the Saints I believe it was a D+ grade on the draft, and I looked at it and I was thinking,
D is a dog. D is a dog.
I looked. Not the dog, like not the Dion, not the good dog, not the Dion type dog. Like D as in dog as in bad. So I looked at it and I was like, you know what, a D+. I think that's the best I can give him. Cause to be honest, I don't know now one of these people we got. Even the offensive tackle, I guess he was supposed to be good. I guess he good. Banks, I ain't got no problem with us taking him. I just got a problem with us taking him before another guy that we could have took. You know, the guy that went a couple of days later. We gonna get to that after we get all this. But I was disappointed. We got no help on offense. We don't have a quarterback, and we drafted one in the second round. A guy that I don't know who sent the clip. I don't know if it was this group or another group. That when he got pressured, he did a underhand toss straight in the air. Yeah. Straight in the air, and like a third grader, and somebody picked it off. I saw another clip. He was faking a blitz. Like they was acting like they're like, okay, pretend the pass rush is coming, and you're throwing the ball. He missed the guy by like 85 yards. And I'm like, okay, that's bad, but everybody has a bad throw every now and then. And then I'm watching the draft, and
bro,
they
YD on that bullshit, bro.
No, this is my final thing about the quarterback. Then they throw out this little nugget, you know. Oh, yeah, he only started 20 games as a starter.
Be professional.
He only had 20 games as a starter. You know, he only played. You know, the knock on him, he's only started 20 games in college. You know, because of some stuff. Yeah, he got into college in 2019, and I said, wait, hold on. 2019. That was 7 years ago.
He got time on him.
7 years ago.
Be professional.
So I'm like, so this man that been in school getting a PhD, and now we talking about something. He's good enough to start at quarterback. He's good enough to second round. He done came out a grown man.
Oh my God.
I'm like, ain't no way. If you were good, I don't care who you was. If you was in college playing for that long, you ain't good.
This guy stinks.
Yeah. The longest you're gonna stay is 3. The longest you're gonna stay is 4, maybe 5, because you know you're a grad, whatever. But 7 years, you ain't good. And I don't know how the 7 years. It took 7 years for somebody to say, "Man, this guy can play quarterback at the next level." No, that ain't no. You was at 4 schools. You only played 20 games in 7 years, dog.
Wow.
Your teams ain't won nothing. What? I just want to know. Well, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that. We're gonna get to it later. But
Oh, shucks.
the Saints, we took a lot of defensive players, so I hope they can play. I don't know. So we trying to get Arch next year. I think that's what we drafted to do.
Arch already said he's staying in school. He said he's not gonna come out until he's a senior.
Jesus Christ.
So
I
much
mean, he gonna get. I mean, time out. Wait till he see that #1 draft pick guaranteed money. It's gonna change his mind.
Yeah, man, he good.
he's a man, and
Yeah.
he already has
Hey,
property in that city.
it's cool to be a man, but your dad ain't gonna keep. Your dad ain't got no money. So I mean, no Cooper, you might got a little bread,
Cooper got
but
that change.
but he ain't got the his brother's bread, so that ain't his money. So Archie, you got to get your own money partner. But I'm done.
Book, how do you feel about the Saints draft?
I want you to know right now, you petty as fuck.
Oh, shucks.
Wow.
I want you to know this right
Oh,
now.
don't worry, he got to discuss his.
Oh, no.
His team next.
We did great.
I caught the messages, goddamn. I just decided not to even mention them. I seen the goddamn messages. But nah, man, I think we had a piss poor draft. We didn't, in my opinion, we didn't do a lot of the things that we should have seen. We should have seen we wanted. Not many skilled players at particular positions. I mean, no, we didn't even get who we fucking wanted and where we wanted them. So I think D is favorable for us. I gave us a fucking F.
Go fucking F.
Oh, fucking.
The F plus. That's an F plus.
It's an F minus.
I'm short. Look at my legs.
I just having a good old time.
Because y'all were so mad, bro. And it's not just y'all. Y'all are a representation on this platform of how mad Saints fans really are. Like, y'all crashed out, bro.
I was close. I was fucking close. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We're going to get to it after Marty to talk about it. Because,
I'm not gonna lie. I was close.
Bro, it's, oh my God.
Bro, my favorite thing over the last 48 hours has been watching, just searching on Twitter, Saints fans. And then just the next thing that automatically pops up is crashing out. And
be professional, bro.
So before we go ahead and get to the Raiders draft, right? My older brother, he's a huge Saints fan, right?
You got an older brother.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about my friends.
So I'm calling my older brother. My brother answered the phone out of breath. This nigga answered the phone like this. I say, Rick, you alright? He say, it's all on the street, man. I say, what you mean? He say, I threw all that Saints bullshit out. It's all in the street. He say, I'm about to put lighter fluid around that shit and burn all that shit. He say, I'm so done with these niggas, man. He say, I'm sick of these niggas, man. I can't do it no more, man. I'm done. He say, I'm done. He say, Gail, sell the team.
Gail?
He say, Mickey, take your Mickeys and get out of office, man. He say,
and we're talking the 40s that you got in Mickey's, my boy.
Yeah, he say,
is he tweaking?
Go ahead and get about office, man.
Oh, man.
That was the first Saints fan I talked to. I'm not even gonna get to the Saints fan. I'm gonna spare y'all because y'all have been through enough, right? But let me go ahead and get to the Raiders draft.
Nah, but they like jump ship. Them niggas are like Philly fans now, Steelers fans.
Yeah, like I want to go see now. TJ airing y'all out.
Somebody said a Cowboys fan. I thought that was egregious.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey.
They Saints fans and Cowboys fans are cousins.
Yeah, I guess we said fuck it. Let's go on this side of the family.
I want y'all to know right now, y'all petty. Y'all petty
They
as fuck.
are delusional.
Ain't us. I ain't jump ship. I've been pissed at us for a long time.
The crash out mode is being pressed right now. Like I'm with the shits today. L7 in the building.
If I want to jump to a Falcons fan, I would have been like, all right, man, that's enough.
Yeah,
that's enough.
Nigga said I'm a fan free agent. It'd be hard, man. I know. I told y'all years ago, being a Saints fan takes years off of your life. You know what I'm saying?
It's a choice. So I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah, this is all an option that y'all be taking.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do that. Now, over to the Raiders draft. Me, I feel like we did absolutely great. We did great. If you take a look at the Raiders draft, the Raiders actually took basically 2 of everything, right? And I like what Spatek, and I like what Pete Carroll, and I like what Brandon Y. I forgot his last.
Carroll was on one all that first day, son.
I don't know how to pronounce Brandon's last name. Brandon is the head of our college scouting athletics. And side note, Brandon has been through, has survived 3 different regimes. He's survived Josh McDaniels, he's survived Antonio Pierce, and now he's with Pete Carroll. And now the things that are coming out of Raiderland keep saying it's consistent. It's saying adults are in the room when drafting. And you can tell. Because we took Ashton Genty, the best running back available, and the only running back that went in round 1. Round 2, we took Jack Besh. In case if you don't know the story, Jack Besh, his older brother, Tiger Besh, was killed in the New Orleans terrorist attacks on New Year's Day. Mm-hmm. And he's a Louisiana native. Both of those dudes are Louisiana natives. Jack Besh also started at LSU and in his career at TCU. So, and he also had a 1% drop rating in his entire college career. Mm-hmm. Wide receiver, love that. The quarterback that we took, Darian Porter, he once played wide receiver. He converted to cornerback his junior year, and he's like 6'4".
Devin dropped Dave Moore again. He dropped Dave Moore again.
I'm just following his pitch.
We listen.
Porter is 6'4". He's the Pete Carroll prototype, a big corner that he normally drafts.
Big Richard Sherman
type motherfucker. And he's gonna lock shit down. And I think he only have like a 10% or 15% like target. He was only targeted like 15%. Mm-hmm. We went offensive line, offensive tackle, back to back, and then in our free agency also we went heavy on offensive line, so pretty good there. In round 4 we also took a 6'5" wide receiver that runs a 4.3. A lot of people comparing him. He's somewhere in between Calvin Johnson and T.O. Those are comparisons that he's getting.
I gotta see him in
okay.
Real time.
Those are just the comparisons.
Shape, size, body wise, pause.
Shape just.
Okay, because I was about to say.
Just frame. All right. Then we went defensive tackle, another wide receiver. Then we went Cam Miller, quarterback, the player of the year in Division II. Mm-hmm. Then we took the linebacker from, I forgot where Cody went to school, Lindenberg. I forgot where he went to school, but we took him also. I didn't get a chance to see much about him, but I'm pretty happy with our draft. Now, I do wish that we would have took a flyer on Shedeur Sanders. I wish we would have did that.
You got all this money. And you want to take another stab at somebody else?
Hey, man.
Get your ass off the fucking pot.
Hey, man.
I've been calling for Shedeur to Las Vegas for the longest.
We had the opportunity, Tom Brady and company had the opportunity to do so, and Tom Brady is his mentor.
Yeah.
I do feel some type of way that Tom Brady passed out on his mentee. I do feel some type of way about that. So I make sure, in the midst of my pettiness, I want to make sure that is stated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that does look some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
It is bad optics.
It's very bad optics. It don't look good. So no matter if it's on Tom's side of things, the Raiders side of things, because Tom can get overruled. Yes, you can be an owner, but still, you can get outvoted. Or it could be a Shedeur thing, but I'm not going to put that on Shedeur because Shedeur is who he is. So, but go ahead.
So I did watch Draft Day last night. I told y'all last week that I never watched it. Mm-hmm. I watched it last night. And the moment that happened with the main quarterback that was projected to go number 1, who was like the guy or whatever, I was kind of looking at that, wondering, like, just as far as like the conversation that he was having with him, and asking him the one question about why wasn't your friends at like your birthday party or some shit like that, or like what really happened with the whoop and shit. And I was just like, outside of everything else that we're about to get ready to address as far as Shedeur goes, the Raiders specifically, I was kind of wondering, like, what happened there? Just based off everything that you just said, I was like, I wonder what happened there more than anywhere else. Like, the Steelers are the Steelers, and they doing some random shit. New Orleans decided to go with the other guy for whatever reason. Louisville, Oregon, fucking Texas Tech. But either way, right? But Las Vegas for sure. It was just like, all right, like there's a connection there. So I wonder what the fuck happened.
I don't know. I'm sure it's gonna come out by the time the offseason, by the time preseason rolls around. Something happened. Either we're one of those teams that he being Shador pissed off in one of those pre-draft meetings. No matter who that was, no matter if it was Spatek he pissed off, Pete Carroll he pissed off, something he may have told Brady that he pissed off, or other ownership in Raiders group that he pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like it. I wish we would have taken a chance to draft Shador, especially for Shador to slide down to the 5th round, especially, and then number 2 about how much we traded back in the draft.
Yep.
We started the draft with 9 picks. We ended the draft with 11 picks. So Spatek had a lot of strategic ways that he was drafting and whatnot. So I'm happy that went the way it did, but I just wish he would have took one of those 11 picks and one of those would have been Shador. So it is what it is. So Tevin's been over there boiling on the couch for a couple minutes. So T, what you think, bro?
The whole situation is just mind blowing, dog. I can see if you drop, because NFL does crazy stuff all the time. We saw Lamar Jackson drop, and he was the Heisman winner and the fastest quarterback probably ever, and all that stuff. So we seen players drop, but I don't get. Some with me don't sit right there. People had him ranked the number 1, number 2 quarterback pretty much all year long, and after the season ends, somehow he gets passed up by like 7, 8 people. I'm like, what happened after the season over?
Mm-hmm.
So what could have happened nothing could happen on the field.
Nothing.
He ain't getting no trouble off the field.
Not at all.
So what happened for you to drop from 1 or 2 to 8, 7, the 7th, 8th quarterback pick, bro? That's what I don't get it. We saw on tape what he did. Yeah, he might not have the quote-unquote strongest arm, but we saw he was accurate with what he did have. He had a bad offensive line. He was accurate. Threw for a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns, not a lot of interceptions. Took a lot of sacks, but he did not one critique. He do hold the ball long, but too long. But maybe that's because offensive line, they so bad. I gotta hold it, and also I don't want to throw a pick. Like I'd rather take the sack than throw a pick.
Then be Will Levis.
Yeah. So just let me just take some of that. But I'm like, bro, what we saw at Jackson State, he put up great numbers. They said the competition was weak. All right.
Did you dominate your competition?
Dominated.
Yes.
So he said, all right, went to Colorado, granted with his dad, but still, you still got to play no matter who the coach is.
No matter what, right.
They only won 1 game before he got there. The year before he got there. They won 1. In 2 years, I believe. They won 1 game. He got there, they won 4.
Yeah.
I don't know what percentage that is. That's a big percentage of upgrade the first year. Then they went from 4. He more than doubled it. Went to 9 the next year.
In a bowl game.
And a bowl game. Won conference player of the year. Won the award for the best upperclassman quarterback.
United School.
Yeah, the United School. But somehow these other quarterbacks passed me up, dog. What happened? Okay, then we get to the draft and talk about my interviews. I know he said, don't draft me if you ain't trying to win. So what's bad? What's bad? What do that sound like a bad thing?
Not at all.
So I'm guessing. So this is what I'm getting. Whoever ain't drafted him, y'all said y'all pretty much want to lose, or y'all don't care that y'all don't want somebody that's trying to win in y'all locker room.
In your program.
I can if he don't turn out to be what he says, or what he is. If he turned out to not have a good career, all right, let it be that. But don't just say. But if he's saying that's what he want to do, he want to win, and you don't want to bring him in. I don't get it. I don't get it. You drop. Not that you just drop. You drop to the 3rd day. Come on, bro. NFL had something against them. We all know that. Some people was talking. Maybe they were like, oh, his dad. Maybe his dad was gonna take somebody's job if the kid played well. Maybe dad was gonna be too involved. Maybe the kid. I don't know what it is. But for all them teams,
you in your locker room.
But for them, for me, it was just 4 teams that I feel like should at least took them early. The Raiders, Saints, Rams, and the Steelers. I'm like, one of y'all should have took them.
All 4.
I'm like, one of y'all should have took them because y'all at least need a backup quarterback that's decent.
It's nastier that the Giants doubled back in the 1st round and took Jackson Dart.
Come on, man.
That one pissed me off.
I was amazed that shit actually fucking happened. Like
That
that's
shit
how they
pissed
made
me off.
that.
Like, I wasn't shocked because again the Giants don't draft black quarterbacks.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But it pissed me off because it's just like you have a moment to prove everybody wrong here. You have a moment to beat the allegations and you still don't do it.
I think somebody was saying that things gonna change. I'm like
Marcus.
Because they signed two black quarterbacks.
so wait a minute. So we're saying history doesn't matter. So everything just shows that they do the same shit every year. I can give you that they might have on the back end. Let me go get a black quarterback. Let me get somebody that's gonna be back up to the quarterback that I've already got my face on.
Yeah.
But you have a chance to prove that you want to change something about how y'all do things. Yeah, how y'all do things in the league or in your front office.
Yeah.
You decide to go the same way you've always done, and I hope you motherfuckers lose every game next year.
That's fine.
And
They did the same thing with They did. I mean, you know the Giants dumb. They let go the best running back in the league. They just let him go because they didn't want to give him a couple $1 million, but they chose to give Danny the money. Then they cut Danny the same year they didn't give him. So
Crazy.
you know the Giants do dumb stuff, but like, bro, like I
Ain't been relevant since the goddamn Eli Manning.
they been got me, but yeah, bro, the Shadur, I just don't get it, bro.
Jokic.
Even if it ain't a football bit, I just don't get as a bit like what are y'all running? Y'all ain't like to me it was a dumb business move and a dumb football move. I say football move because I think the boy can play quarterback.
Absolutely.
Dumb
Yes.
business move because if he on the team, we gonna sell some jerseys, we gonna sell some tickets, we gonna sell some merch, some food, some concessions. Just cause he on the team, we gonna get some
The
revenue.
business is up and to the right.
We gonna sell some season tickets in the stadium, and we might sell some NFL team pass tickets online on TV. Just cause Shadur said, and we gonna get talked about on ESPN.
And this is Bronny James to the Lakers.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
But I think that's the problem though. I think that's the problem that they wanted to prove and talk about as far as like, yo, a backup for him to slide that far, the conversation wound up becoming about him being a backup. And it's just like, so we don't want this much attention on a backup like they had like Tebow when he went to fucking to New York or whatever. No, when he went to New York. Or whatever. He wound up coming to New York, had a whole press conference as a backup or whatever, right? So
But what if? Okay, yeah.
this
But what if I turn out to be good though? But
so that and I
that's
think
my thing. Like y'all.
You don't even have the opportunity.
with what it is that you're saying, I think that's my problem with it or whatever. Is that like y'all aren't even giving him the opportunity to show that he can be good or whatever. So that's why I think that the Saints fucked up at, and I think that's where the Steelers fucked up at. I think it was clear that the Browns were pressured into like picking him, which is the same thing that happened when they picked
Right,
up
because they didn't even want to pick him.
They didn't want to pick him.
They picked
Yeah,
Gabriel. They
you
just
saw it,
picked
just
Gabriel
like-
the round before.
Yeah, it's just like, all right, man, cool or whatever. It's just like, no, get him off the board so people can stop talking about it. But at the same time, bro, this is Shadur Sanders.
Money
Shadur
man.
Sanders. Like, no matter what it is, that's why I was so pissed about the situation that happened in New York, because I thought that they traded up, because for him, I was like, he's going to need the big market.
Yeah.
He's going to need the big market, just like excuse me for saying this, Odell Beckham, right?
Mm-hmm.
Odell Beckham, when he went from New York to Cleveland, it was a complete career change, right? But then went from Cleveland to LA, it was like, boom, Super Bowl, possible MVP in that Super Bowl if he didn't get hurt,
Yeah.
right? The same thing needs to happen for somebody with a big personality like Shadur Sanders. And I just think that, I think what the NFL did as far as that go was try this whole, you're not bigger than us.
Yep.
We're bigger than you. You
Yeah.
need us more than we need you, or whatever. And I think it's fucked up to see it happen in real time, because we're all sitting up here looking
Yeah.
for all 3 days, and it was just like,
Why is he still there?
why is he still there?
Because they wanted you to watch the last 3 days.
And then they're mad
Yeah.
talking about, and then the
Last
other part
2
about
days.
this that pissed me off is just like, well, we don't understand why he's slipping so far. Motherfucker, it's because of y'all.
The media.
The media.
It's because of y'all. Y'all know why it is. Bro, I was in a grocery store when I got the text that he finally got drafted.
I don't know.
I wasn't at home watching this shit anymore.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to-
I'm watching the playoffs.
Yeah, so I'm like, y'all playing in this dude's face, y'all playing in our face as fans or
The
whatever.
community.
Like, come on, like, what are we doing,
You're
man?
playing with the community, you're playing with the culture, you're playing with that family, and you, most importantly, you're playing with a legacy. You know what I'm
A
saying?
legacy.
Like the NFL is gonna get its due.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I started to see a narrative go around, because I wasn't really around my phone much throughout the weekend, but I did from the little parts that I could see from like screenshots I saw from Twitter. People were saying that like, let's boycott this, let's boycott that, and you know it.
That shit ain't feel like Kaepernick 2.0 to y'all?
No, it was.
I
I
mean,
mean, it wasn't, but it
did to me.
You know, like,
It
not
did
like-
to me.
Took it to a different level.
Yeah, not based off the same thing, but telling
Yeah.
Kaepernick like, yo, you're not bigger than the league.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
like, like we don't owe you shit. It is what it is or whatever. But like when it comes to Shedeur, it's just like, yo, Shedeur can't. Like you said, if you don't want to win, if you don't draft me, or whatever. If you want to win, pick me. It's just like, all right, well, pick him.
What's the worst that can
What's the
happen?
worst that can
He don't be
happen?
good like all the other players y'all pick.
Exactly. Like
Like,
80% of the
He
league.
can either be good or he can be bad. There's only two things that can happen. And what if he bad? He bad. Like people been bad before.
Right?
Yeah,
Especially in Cleveland.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially.
Because I
Especially in
remember.
Cleveland.
Because I remember a quarterback that came out of nowhere and got drafted in the first round. I ain't never heard of. Y'all remember Paxton Lynch
Yeah.
for the Broncos?
Yeah.
Name ain't never come up before the
No.
draft.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
From
he went
Memphis.
to maybe the Senior Bowl or a workout. And they're like, oh man, this guy has the arm strength, the size. I'm like, wait. What the tape say?
Brock
Yeah.
Osweiler.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the tape say? Y'all done watched the man all year long, but a workout or you see him in person,
Did
man,
Change everything
change
for
the
you.
narrative because he's tall and can throw for him.
But 2 seasons and you got a Heisman Trophy winner on the others. Man, come on, what we doing, bro?
Come on, bro.
What
Come
we
on.
doing?
Josh Rosen. It's a whole bunch of names I can start naming.
The whole bunch, bro.
I'm more pissed.
Brady Quinn, Jimmy Clausen,
Yeah, definitely.
Matt Castle.
Matt Castle, Jake Locker. I can go on.
Like, what we doing?
I'm more pissed that we
Blake
know
Bortles,
this.
bitch. What we doing?
No, man.
I'm sorry, my bad.
No,
I
no,
Blake
no,
Bortles.
Sam Bradford.
Wow.
That the biggest robber in NFL history.
Scammer.
Y'all can talk about Jamarcus Russell all you want. I don't understand how the fuck Sam Bradford got as much money as he did.
Did Tebow go first round?
He did.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And they was saying before the draft he might have to play a different position. But they said, you know what?
They wanted him. They
Based-
wanted him to be a tight end,
Based
which I
off-
thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, they put him at fullback when he got to the Giants. They was like, but based off what he did in college, let's get a young man a chance.
Shout out.
And guess what? He actually went in there and won a playoff game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. How about that?
In one play. Shout out my man Fresh. Fresh came through. He's listening or watching. What up, my boy?
What up?
He said that this was a weak draft. This was big on TV ratings, so that's the reason why he wound up getting drafted late. So you're right.
And that's what it is. And that's another narrative that I see the NFL floating out there. Oh, the first round had this many viewers. The second round or the second day.
We
had
watch
this
for
many
Shedeur.
viewers. Exactly. That's
watch
why.
for
That's
Shedeur.
why the people watch.
That's a
Bro.
fact.
The people watch to see the culture succeed. The people didn't watch because of the quote talent. Nobody gives a fuck about Will Howard. Nobody gives a fuck about Jack Sawyer. Nobody gives a damn about Dylan Gabriel. Like,
Who the fuck is Tyler Skull?
like, thank you. like, let's
Man.
I hate whenever the media.
Why do they
tries
tell
to
us
damn-
shucks? Tyler
Shit.
sucks, whatever.
What the fuck his name is?
Like, I hate whenever the media be trying to play in our face, and that's to your point, TJ. That to this part of the conversation, how you were saying that the media was like, oh, I don't know how he's falling. The media is the reason why.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
first-
y'all come out with random reports that somebody said this, an anonymous source said
Anonymous.
this, or I heard it, or a GM said this.
drop your nuts and put your name.
Ain't nobody, sometimes nobody said nothing. How about
Yeah.
people
Y'all
just
talking.
I just want people to know that sometimes nobody say nothing. I can go say whatever I want. If I ain't gotta prove nothing, if I don't have to prove nothing, you think I ain't gonna lie? Just so I
Right.
can get my little camera
Right.
time.
Right.
If I'm whoever is reporting recovering something in sports, if I can just say, oh, I heard this from a source, you ain't heard nothing.
You made that.
You made it up.
It sounds a little Stephen A-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, come- yeah, the guy who got everybody's phone number. You can. I can
It sounds a little Stephen A-ish. Like,
Come on, man.
I seen that
Hold up,
LeBron wasn't at the thing, and
Nasty.
he was at the thing.
Nigga, right there, bro.
He,
To my bad, bro. Go
Come
ahead.
on, bro. But no, I'm just making fun. I'm picking that shit. But the media, in its own narrative, running their own narrative, saying that the narrative was this. You made the narrative.
Yeah, that's what pissed
You
me off.
pushing your
That's what
own
pissed me off,
narrative.
like, you're playing in our face.
To another point of this narrative too, it's really bad because the media, the mainstream media, tends to hate black fathers. And I say this because I'm prefacing this by saying
Oh,
because
boy.
you remember how they treated Tiger Woods.
Yep.
Remember
Keep
how
going.
remember how they treated Venus and Serena's dad.
Keep
Yeah.
going.
Remember how they treated LeVar Ball.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Look how they doing Prime with his children. You know what I'm saying? You remember how shit? It wasn't too long ago. Kobe and his dad. They didn't like Jelly Green Bryant.
All right.
Kyrie and his
They
dad.
don't like Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? They don't like how Kyrie. First of all, imagine when Kyrie's children start grow up and start to play ball. Imagine the type of targets they're gonna put on him.
Mm-hmm.
But that's another thing that, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to go unnoticed. That, you know what I'm saying, watch how they treat because I was saying this pre-show. America loves the story whenever it's, and I hate to make it like all racial and whatnot, but it's the truth.
They did it.
America loves the, oh, look at this young black man came up from a single mother home.
Man.
His mother had to work 90 hours a week, 95 hours
You
a
know
week.
you're gonna
and she
find
would
at
work
least
overnight.
5 to 10 of them every
Blah,
draft
blah, blah,
weekend.
You're gonna find a
blah,
struggle
blah, blah,
story.
and shit
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And it's
Nothing
like,
sells more than a struggle story.
no, and the
The-
struggle and sex sells in America.
Yeah.
The young man that got drafted by Pittsburgh, who
Who
got
mom
drafted, his mom
had
died
shit.
the same night. He rushed to the hospital
The fella he got drafted, she died late that night.
like
It's America. America
love that
loves it.
shit. Love that shit. But at the same time with shit on it, if somebody just so happened to have a fucking silver spoon in their mouth the whole time. Like, bro, what are we doing? Like, so now Sanders gotta be punished because of what it is that he's been through and where he's came from. Like, man, what are we doing, bro?
Once again, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's never been in trouble. But on the flip side, you can be Justin Blackman. You know what I'm saying? Or you
Johnny Manziel.
Johnny Manziel.
And go first in the draft, and they know you on cocaine.
yeah, you be smoking trees, you could be pulled up, sipping syrup, you know what I'm saying? All that. You could be out partying with Drake and all this in between.
Which one had the? Was that Baker Mayfield who had the college video running from the police or got into it with the police? It was him or Johnny.
That was Baker that was running from 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Went first, number one, no problem. Short, and he ain't have none. He was short, had a decent arm. Wasn't that fast. Was mobile, not that fast.
Wasn't that
Oh.
athletic? The proper one wasn't.
But let's
that
take him.
athletic.
Let's take him number one.
Take him one.
Come on, man.
To where? Fucking Cleveland.
Come on, man. You'll make an excuse for what you want, bro.
Yeah.
Like don't lie to me. Tell me the truth. Say, man, we ain't picking them because we don't want them. Just say that.
Just say that.
Just
please.
say that.
Like, we can handle it. Like, y'all done gave us a fucking enough at this point. Like, we get it. You don't fuck with certain shit. You don't understand certain shit or whatever. Like, I hope Shadira come out and torch these motherfuckers.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I really do.
the
I
NFL
hope he does.
This ain't new for the NFL to do the scandal and stuff like that. How in the world Cam Newton was out the league that young? Granted, he got hurt, but ain't no how he out the league at what 33 he was done, 32.
But Big Ben can possibly great two and
Yeah.
still get what say what
Shit.
4 games.
And break his
Aaron
foot.
Rodgers
Yeah.
41,
No, yeah.
and
Great
Aaron Rodgers
too.
41, and people still waiting on him to. Oh man, let's see what Aaron Rodgers got left in the
Boy,
left in the
go
tank.
home.
Ain't nothing left. That tank on E.
Another point to this that I also want to mention is the fact that I don't want this to go misleading.
Fuel pump out in that car. Talking about some list. See him a gas. I'm not bad.
The son of the Falcons defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, prank called Shador Sanders also. And I'm reading this from
This is some trigger points, boy. I
Adam Schefter.
swear, yo.
I'm reading this from Adam Schefter's Instagram, and it says, on Friday night, I made a mistake. Shador, what I did was completely inexcusable, embarrassing, and shameful. I'm so sorry I took away from your moment. It was selfish and childish. I could never imagine getting ready to celebrate one of the greatest moments of your life, and I made a terrible mistake and messed with that moment. Thank you for accepting my call earlier today. I hope you confide in your heart to forgive me, at Shador Sanders. Now, to add context to this, this was Jack's Ulbrich.
Albert, yeah.
He is the son of the Falcons defensive coordinator. Marcus, I hope you're paying attention.
I'm about to say shit.
He is the son of the Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich, who was the interim coach for the New York Jets this year after Saleh was fired. He went into his dad's iPad, got Shador's number, prank called him, said that Shador, you're being drafted by the Falcons. I don't know how much more disgusting that shit can get. And somewhere along the timeline, it said, oh, well, this is going to hurt Jack's Ulbrich's chances at coaching. No, it's not.
No,
No.
fuck, it's not.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, he's not. He's not black.
I don't care how young this dude is. He may be a teenager. He may be someone
Yeah,
in
college.
But
Yeah, college football player.
I mean, yeah, He's a 21-year-old.
He grown.
He's 21. He's 21 years of age. You're an adult. You know what the fuck you were doing. This wasn't a mistake. I'm gonna call it what it is. So I'll speak. I think I can speak to the group here. That was a bitch ass move.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would say something different. Yeah,
And
yeah, that's
you
what
deserve to get punched in your face. Sometime, and I hope somebody in the ATL handle that. You know what I'm saying? So, no matter if it's on Georgia Tech campus or somewhere downtown in Atlanta. So I hope somebody handles that. Marcus, get your people.
Get your boy, Mark.
Get your people.
Y'all been doing some wild shit lately. Get your boy, man.
So, I'm gonna just go ahead. That's my piece on that. Do y'all have anything to say
Nah,
about
man,
that?
I'll do
I'll keep
I
going.
do.
Go ahead,
I
speak.
hate
I'm
the little
Gucci.
white boy for that.
Right.
Come on, bruh. Cause first of all, that was some, like you said, use your choice words.
Some bitch ass shit.
Yeah, what mom just said. Bruh, you can't, bruh. Like think about it.
And hold on. And we don't hate white people, but we just hate stupid decisions like that made by young white people.
Y'all better stop. Y'all put the battery in my
Man,
back.
dog, you a grown man doing some weak stuff like that. You should have been with a female or something. You and your homeboy in the room playing games. And
Can't
stuff
get
like that.
none.
But also,
I ain't got a game.
Facts.
But also, I mean, he really. I don't think
My
you
bad.
understand what he really did. Like,
You don't.
he could have got his dad fired.
Could have.
That's confidential information, dog. Now the team, cause like think about it, the team thinking like, bro, you letting your son have access to this type of information. This is confidential. We could have been talking about anything in this email, and it's easily this acceptable. Your son know the passwords or whatever you got going on. He could have leaked some way worse stuff than that. Some way worse stuff, some way more confidential stuff. So I'm like, all right, but you could have got your dad fired. Then what? Now you looking dumb.
Fellas, I think we found where anonymous sources come from.
Yeah, check the kids.
Take the
Cause
iPad.
it was that easy to get. I came home on a break. Why? Hold on. First of all, time out. You 21. Why you on your daddy stuff?
Bitch.
I'm 20. How old am I? I'm 32. I can't even tell you the last time I picked up my dad's phone when he ain't give it to me.
I don't even know my dad. I'm listening. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, well, this
I don't.
Okay, this one left.
I can't get this shit. Pause. Oh no.
Okay, well, left.
It didn't.
Far left.
But
But you were just talking about when's last time.
Yeah, dog. As a grown man, I ain't never looked at my dad in his phone and nothing that he got, cause that ain't my business. What am I doing in the grown man stuff, dog? Like, let me look at my dad's iPad. Let me get you got your own iPad. You should. You're grown. I don't know, dog. It just pissed me off that he did some lame stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was lame. Then the apology. You ain't go.
It
Nothing
could have
gonna happen to you. Nothing gonna happen to you. Your dad probably
No.
like, hey man, don't let they just gonna tell your son, your dad, hey, don't let that type of stuff happen again. Get a little slap on the wrist, but I don't know. I don't like him. Hope somebody knock him out though.
All that shit just sounds. Well, I said I won't say that, so I'm good. This shit sounds stupid. I can't stand the conversation about it. I can't stand the piss poor ass excuse about why he did it. Oh my bad, I'm sorry. Fuck you. That's it.
All right, so just before we go, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up that topic, and we just got two more quick hitters before we go ahead and get up out of here. Fellas, at what point should these owners sell their teams? I feel like we've had this conversation. This might have been an off mic conversation, but I think it's at this time that we bring it to the forefront, because I bring up this topic for two reasons. Number one, obviously Gail in New Orleans, she has no clue what's going on. No matter in either franchise. Now, I don't mean that to be
Neither
big headed.
franchise. Nah,
She has
for real.
no clue what's going on with the Pelicans side of things,
True.
and she has no clue what's going on over on the Saints side of things.
Also true.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side of selling your team, let's look at I can say it. Let's look at the Redskins. The Redskins sold. They sold from Snyder, and they sold to
It was terrible.
they sold to the Magic Johnson Group. Now, the news came out yesterday that the Redskins, they moving back to DC. They were in Maryland.
Yeah.
So now they're going to be in the shadow of the Washington Memorial and the White House, and with a brand new stadium where the original stadium once was,
Where they won championships.
where they won championships
Yep.
at. So, with that being said, we're seeing what franchises can look like. We're now at this point, early in the show, we were watching Detroit and the Knicks. Now we're watching the Clippers and the Nuggets. We saw the Clippers sell. They went from Sterling to Ballmer. We saw the Clippers literally have their own arena in Inglewood now, They have a brand new logo. They have a brand new color scheme. They have their own everything. They have their own identity.
Mhm.
So, at what point do y'all think that these owners should sell teams? Should it be 5 years of losing, 10 years of losing? Should it be your ticket sales have not reached this number? Your winning percentage hasn't reached this number. Like, what do y'all think it should be?
So this is really, really.
Hey, I'm about to go.
This is really like unorthodox as far as like and one of the owners go. I think like Jerry Jones. I think it's time.
Yeah.
I think it's time for Jerry Jones to go. Like if you're not gonna just fully hand off everything to like your son, hand it off to somebody else or whatever. Because at this point, you're way too historic, way too storied or whatever, and nothing is coming out of it. Like you're just here. You're just here. So I don't want to sit up there and say like maybe 5 to 10 years, but I will want to say something like, I don't know, like if you haven't done anything different to change the fortune of your franchise outside of just making it a whole bunch of money, but are your fans really happy at the end of the day? Like, then no, which is why I don't have a problem with Dan Snyder and what it was that he did with the Redskins.
Right.
It was time for him to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's one franchise. Well, and I think the Wizards is another one that needs to sell. I think at this point in time, Brooklyn Nets, y'all need to sell again.
Again.
The Bulls, y'all another one. As much as I love my Bulls, I promise I love the Bulls. But y'all own the Bulls and y'all own the White Sox. Y'all need to sell again. Y'all need to sell in general. But yeah, T, what do you think? What are your thoughts? When do you think that a franchise should sell?
When it's like kind of what you said, like when it's kind of clear you're not trying to do nothing to try to win. Like if you're not trying to bring after a while, if you're not trying to bring a new GM in, if you're not trying to bring new coaches in, if you not trying to even, I know some teams it's gonna be hard for them to like get like certain free agents because they just don't want to go to certain places. But if nobody hears even hear about you like calling teams or calling players or if you're not trying, that'd be my main thing. If you're not trying, because like you said, one team that you brought up is the Wizards. I don't know what their ownership is doing, but I know that coach they hired, he looked like he can't coach a high school basketball team. Maybe it's just because he ain't never had to run grown man before and he don't know how. But I've watched maybe pieces of 2 Wizards games. I can tell you they can do whatever they want.
I don't even know the fuck play for the Wizards or the coach.
I don't know the coach either. That's it. That's it.
Right.
That's it. But I know from watching them, the players like they just do whatever they want. So somebody did a bad job hiring. I don't know if y'all wanted the team to be this bad, which maybe y'all wanted them to be this bad, but y'all been bad for years. I mean, your star player got hurt, which sent y'all into that, a cycle. But at the time, like, bruh, come on now, like y'all be getting high draft picks. Y'all in a good market.
Yeah.
Well,
A supportive market too.
yeah, supportive market. People still come to the Wizards games.
Yeah.
Like, so what's going on?
It's Chocolate City.
The Bulls still sell out. As bad as the Bulls have been.
They've been selling out since Michael Jordan left. They still been selling out.
But is that one of the things there? Like you haven't lost a fan base yet?
I mean, I think that's why I say I think ticket sales has to have a point with it. But that's why I say that the underlying caveat has to be winning percentage.
But like,
Okay.
but then you can tie it. But then people are like, well, we lost because such and such got hurt, and then you're like, I mean,
what? But how long? How long can you use it as a crutch? Like,
I mean,
Derrick Rose, for example. You know what I'm saying?
hey, I rolled that crunch all the way out, and they're like, sell the team, like, no, Derrick Rose hurt. No. So like, but you know that it's hard because it's hard to get them to sell the team because I mean, bro. I'm not gonna sell this team until it's worth more money than it's already worth because everything going up.
To that point right there, that's why like another team, for example, in baseball is the Pirates. The Pirates owner.
They stink.
The Pirates owner bought the Pirates for $90 million. The Pirates are now worth $1.2 billion.
Yeah.
And they've still been losing since he bought them.
Yeah.
But the franchise has still been up and to the right because
But
just
look where they at.
The TV deals, everything goes up over time.
everything goes up over
Clippers
time.
ain't win nothing, but somehow they sold for what? $4 billion,
A billion.
$3 billion.
Yeah, $1 billion plus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. That was just one, and then that was just one quick topic I just wanted to talk about, and then last but not least, because we kind of went over time, but
Dang.
this Uncle Shannon.
Black America's favorite uncle at one point in time, bro.
TJ, I'm gonna let you set the floor for this one.
Look, Cat Williams told him.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can be Kane the Conqueror one weekend, and the next 2 weekends, a white woman can tear all that shit down. One of my partners, I was on Call of Duty playing some Warzone with the fellas, or whatever, and we was kind of like, this nigga Shannon Sharp, bro. He said, you know what? I'm not mad at the girl being 19. I'm just mad that she was an OnlyFans model. I was like, I'm definitely mad that she was 19.
Yeah, that's
because why the fuck are you at 50 plus worried about a 19-year-old? Yeah. Especially if she's sitting up there saying some random shit like, put a big black baby in me. I need that baby gravy. That's $25K per cheek. Girl, your cheeks ain't even that for real. Shannon, you bit the bullet. Unfortunately, you started talking about the $100 million contract and deal that was that you were looking for, trying to negotiate, and a couple of your ex-women decided to say, hey, yo, that relationship that I had with him wasn't all that consensual.
Damn.
And now here we are, another young black man, or black man, not a young black man, another black man, being taken down for everything that he has built up over the last 5 to 6 to 7 years? 7 years? I think that's it. And you're doing it behind some young pussy. Yeah. That's my biggest problem. You're doing this behind some young pussy. Monique came on your show and told you, get your old bitch. Cat Williams told you, stay away from them young white bitches. Yeah. He did, all right? Yeah. You had other women on your show that was trying to tell you, hey, yo, you might want to move this way or that way. And you was like, oh, come on, man. Come on, baby. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But you did it. And now here we are. And now you have to take a leave of absence. That
when you come back in preseason, it's going to be loud.
Like in preseason. But leading up to that, right? Like the message that you were supposed to put out was sent to you. Instead of you copying and pasting it and posting it yourself, you screenshot that shit.
That's the most old nigga shit I've ever seen.
Come on, Unc. Your publicist is trying to help you out. All right. And you was like, all right, screenshot, boom, here we go. You didn't even try. You didn't even try, my boy. You didn't even try. Nasty work. Listen, I hate it for him. I do, just because, again, he's another one of us, one of our people that got caught up in some bullshit.
Do you think if the number that he was looking for of 100 million came out, because Shorty was looking for 50 million, do you think if the number 100 million came out, that this case?
Nah, because apparently what it was that his attorney had said that tens of millions was even offered to settle.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So something's up. Look, bro, do your freak off with people your age, bro. Like we seen how you look during the electric side. The shit look nasty. All right, it got some old women over there that was willing to get down with you. It was. That shit was nasty. It was. I hate it for you. I do. But at the same time, you were warned. You saw it. Wait. Savannah, Georgia?
Savannah State.
Savannah State,
HBCU.
bro. HBCU, man. You ain't got no business doing that.
He's got a couple stories of him getting ran down on by other dudes in regards to women too.
Being at women's houses.
When they talk
He
about,
told that story.
Two of them. It happened to him twice. So he said he never do that no more. But I'm like, boy,
so how the hell
having a hard head.
So how the hell did this young Caucasian woman get you caught up in video, sex tape, and audio? If you weren't at home. Just saying, my boy.
Shannon, you looking bad, dog. Like, first of all, you know what I'm saying? You had the allegations that you may have been playing on the other side of the fence. Now, if you do...
What for example saying?
You know what I'm saying? Now, if you do play on the other side of the fence, that's your business, man. You know what I'm saying? That what goes on in your bedroom.
Be honest, though.
Yeah, be honest and come out and just...
Tell your truth. Live your truth.
Just be who you is, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna trip on you. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say you had those allegations. Then you started talking about the sex pills with whatever company that you down with.
That's my Michelle.
Then you had the Instagram. Then you had the Instagram audio get leaked out. Now you got this whenever you pursuing another deal. Like, come on, man.
Michelle was white too, you know.
And truth be told, I think people fuck with your podcast more than they fuck with you on First Take. So you know what I'm saying. So
and don't forget about the Fox Sports stuff. That remember all the stuff that's going on with the other people there.
That's still ongoing.
Then they brought up stuff about maybe he was up doing some stuff over there. That Freak Sports 1.
Yeah.
Nah, they got some nasty shit going on. Hey, yo.
It's nasty up there.
I'll say that for next episode. I will.
But yeah, so as we go ahead and get ready to wrap up this episode, is anything breaking on the timeline? Is there anything that we missing here? While y'all kind of search and kind of look through all that, Tevin, anything happening over there on your phone? The Knicks lost to Detroit in Game 5, so that's headed to a Game 6 in Detroit. As I stated earlier, Indiana won, so they're moving on to round 2 to play Cleveland. Boston is up on Orlando. It looks like they're up by 15. And Denver and the Clippers, they're going at Clippers are out. Clippers are down 9. With about I think they said 6 minutes to go in the first half. So
Yeah.
so
Fellas,
Man,
I mean, that's like, man, sexual, man, like Shannon said, black man, sexual discipline.
yeah.
Sexual discipline.
It's been for any man. It's been probably the biggest downfall of all the great men, even back in the Bible days. Solomon, richest man in the world, brought down by a woman. King David, brought down by a woman. Samson, strongest man in the world, got with a woman, started caking, cut all his hair off, lost all his strength.
Off the strength.
Women, man, sexual discipline, fellas.
Be smart.
That's your ultimate power.
Gotta be
It is
smart,
between the ultimate power is your penis.
That's right. That's
After your brain, you know, but the penis.
Missed y'all, man. Missed y'all.
Definitely miss you, man. You know what I'm saying? This was a good episode back. Like I said, we did have an episode last week, but that is a YouTube exclusive. It's our NFL draft show. YouTube allowed us to put that episode up. We just couldn't film anything because that would be NFL copyrights, and we don't have
we ain't got the money to
we
pay
don't have the
them.
money
We ain't
to be fighting that kind of lawsuit. Because we all have our own things going on over here.
You feel me? I'm tired too. Okay, I'm tired. Got enough going on in the world.
So
I'm gonna go buy some milk and leave.
so he's kidding.
Ah,
He's kidding.
I am.
He's kidding. But until next time, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into this episode. This was episode 57.
Damn,
We're
getting there.
almost at 60.
Yeah.
Like
Almost
that
right
rolling
there.
60.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Shout out.
Yo, no.
Big 6.
No. It's us. The 3 of us.
What?
There's no rolling, nothing.
We ain't from California. What they gonna do to us?
Nothing.
We live in
Exactly.
Louisiana. They can't do that to me.
I got 6 on love. So,
What y'all gonna do in California until nigga lost in Alexander?
Bye.
we do have Cali watchers, but shout out to all my Cali watchers out there.
They ain't coming out here. They don't even know where we at. They might think we Alexander in Virginia.
Until next time, y'all. Until next time, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We out of here.
Nigga crazy.
I'm just getting on a plane, come fight me. Nigga, I'm at work. I ain't coming outside. We got security. Well, they will shoot you. If I ain't at work, I'm at church. We have security.